What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, let's talk about our favorite product-backed stablecoin, which is DEC, and the struggles that it is currently going through. I mean, this thing is plummeting despite the fact that there is a wealth of options to spend your DEC on. You can see that we are 67 or just under 68% of PEG. And one thing that I want to address with this, right? And I know we talked about product-backed stablecoin and all that. I want to talk about Rebellion, because Rebellion, despite these prices, is not moving off the shelves. And that's primarily because the packs on the secondary market are priced accordingly, are priced competitively. Now, this is due to the design of the new conflict system, where owning the packs, doesn't matter where you bought them from, but owning and holding the packs is what is required, rather than buying them from the store and then not having to hold them later, right? That's how Chaos Legion worked. And we ended up artificially inflating the amount of packs. So I'm not trying to bash the airdrop conflict system. I think the conflict system is good in the sense of it's not over-inflating the supply. In fact, we haven't even crossed 1 million packs for the entirety of Rebellion yet. But what it is severely hampering is the fact that if you want to go buy packs now, even though DEC is on a tremendous discount, you're still better off just buying it from Hive Engine. And here's where things get worse. Most of the income that people receive, right, through the game is going to be in one of two tokens. Or actually, maybe I guess one of three if you want to count vouchers, right? It's going to be vouchers, it's going to be SPS, and it's going to be DEC. So what are you doing if you are going and buying packs on the secondary market? You are selling each of those for Hive, right? So Hive is getting buffed up in that case, and then purchasing these packs. So this is it's an interesting dynamic that we have now. Again, there's pros and cons. I'm not trying to bash on it by any means, but what it's not doing is it's not supporting, even with a massive discount, the idea of going out and buying a bunch of packs. Therefore, A, supporting the store, and then B, supporting the token, right? Yes, do people want to buy packs? Are they buying packs for super cheap? They absolutely are, because they're going for sale for $279 on Hive Engine. But these packs are being sold in Hive, not in any of the Splinterlands related currencies. And that's where I'm looking at this as somewhat of a potential flaw in the system, right? And again, I'm not trying to throw any shade or throw anybody under the bus. I think this is just something that, again, we learn as we go along, right? There were a lot of implementations that were put in between Rebellion and Chaos, which I thought improved things. And now here we are. This is something I think is worth considering for the future. I'm not saying go back and like require people to buy the packs from the store, but the fact that we have to operate within Hive is something that I think is really tough. Now, keep in mind, one of the major reasons that people go to Hive rather than from the store is because the store charges a fee. So whether it's a listing fee of 1 DEC or the 5 or 6% fee, the prices on the Splinterlands market are always going to be significantly higher, right, than what's available on Hive Engine, because there's no fees trading on Hive Engine. So this is why I'm saying most of the volume is probably shifting out off into Hive Engine rather than staying in game. Because if you were in game, you could swap for DEC and then buy with DEC. Now, granted, that DEC would then be revenue paid out entirely to the other person in DEC, and what they choose to do with it as income, who knows, right? That's the cycle of the market. But we would have at least 2% of that DEC burned. Whereas when these transactions are happening on Hive Engine, there is nothing being burned. There is only Splinterlands assets, Splinterlands tokens that are distributed, SPS, DEC, or vouchers that are getting sold for the token that you transacted on Hive Engine, which is swap.hive. So what is the solution for this moving forward? I don't know. I don't have one. I'm just kind of highlighting this because I think it's something to think about for the future. As we look at, obviously, the complete disarray that the state of the tokenomics are in and the state of the economy is in, you would think that this would spur many purchases, right? This would get people to come in and say, hey, look, I mean, Rebellion is going for super cheap now, or at least significantly cheaper than when it first came out. So we're about 6 months in. Let's actually see where we're at, or 7 months in. And it says Rebellion is worth $0. Okay, clearly that's not true. But you can see the steep decline from, what is this, January 6th is the first one of the first dates that it has here. We were trading, or not trading, but we were valued at over $8,000. Obviously, things were much more scarce then. We've since come down significantly, right? I think we bottomed out maybe here at 4,500. There's been a slight resurgence. So maybe what we're seeing is a lot of these cards, the floors are getting bought up, which raises the overall set value. But are new packs getting purchased, and more importantly, are new packs getting opened? Again, I'm not tracking these numbers very, very closely, but my gut feeling says no, right? I have always seen us at about the 80-ish thousand packs circulating, and you know this number open is slowly, and I mean very, very slowly going up. So what's it going to take? What's it going to take for new people to come in, buy up a bunch of packs, and either new people to come in or for players here to buy up packs and start supporting the token and, you know, really treat it as a product-backed stablecoin? Because on the flip side, and this is, you know, shout out to Crypto Eater who talked about this with like the vouchers, and I'll make a separate video about vouchers, but you know, I'm looking at the Wild Season Pass right now. And it being purchasable in vouchers, I mean, most people are purchasing it in vouchers, and vouchers are pretty much dead. It'd be great if we could shift that utility over to DEC, because that would be something that would come in every season. That would be something that would be, you know, it would be a significant amount in the millions, right? Maybe even tens of millions if we wanted to get there. But I don't know. At this point in time, maybe it's one too many changes where it's like we're trying to find utility for vouchers. We're trying to find utility for DEC. We're trying to find utility for SPS. And guess what? We're spreading ourselves too thin, and it is showing across all of the tokens. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Just some food for thought as we round out the second half of the Rebellion sale. I think it's something that we should consider for the future. But right now, you know, it just doesn't make sense unless you're bringing outside capital, unless you're bringing fiat and you want to use a credit card or credits. You're not going to be buying from the store. It's just much cheaper to buy from Hive Engine for no fees and all that. So we'll have to wait and see how things play out. Obviously, there's 3.5-ish more conflicts left, and I think there should be some very interesting things that happen after the conflicts are done. I mean, that's not even a guess or prediction. I have no idea what the team is planning. All I'm saying is that once the Rebellion conflicts are done, I want to see what happens with these 80,000 packs that are sitting, you know, sitting probably on Wagon somewhere. Also, I want to see if this number will start to flip into the opened and circulating number. But until then, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.